Welcome. We are continuing with proportion and solving missing values in a table that represents proportional relationship. I have done this problem last video. This is part 2 of the video, and here we are going to continue using a recipe to set up a proportion. Remembering two things: we need to follow the order that we create in our recipe that we write over here and here. And we also have to make sure that the two numbers here, or the variable and the number here and here, that they are matched correctly and paired like a buddy or the same team, that they are correct. So a third thing we need to be careful about here when we have a table is there is extra information. We only need to use 2 rows in the table. Here they gave us 3 rows, so there are extra information. Sometimes they give you 4 or 5 rows, more rows. So we need to only focus on 2 rows, and I'm going to show you how if I pick 2 different rows that I did not pick in the other video, I will still get the same answer as long as I follow this recipe idea and putting the 2 numbers, or the variable and the number, together in the correct ratio. So this is a continuation of the previous video, and before I continue with this recipe and this method, please remember, if you want more practice, you can go to Amazon or Teacher Pay Teacher, follow me on Pinterest, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell for more videos. So let's continue. In the last video, when we chose the recipe, we just looked at the 2 titles on the top of the table, and we see here it's rice and cost, rice pounds and cost. And I'm going to continue with the same recipe. It doesn't matter if you use a different recipe. I've showed that in my previous video, that as long as you follow this method, as long as you follow your recipe that you create with the proper titles, then you will get the same answer. So I'm going to continue putting the cost on the top and the rice and the pounds on the bottom. That's going to be my order, the recipe that I'm using. And remember, just like when a recipe, cooking or baking, you must follow the recipe. So that's the first thing I do. Now the second thing I do is, I know here I see 4 boxes, and those are what I'm going to use to fill in my proportion. Here's my proportion. So what I'm going to do is, I need to have 3 of these filled in as numbers, and 1 will be a question mark or a variable. And I see here there's extra information. So in my previous video, I decided to use this row and this row. So first I want to show you how, if a student says, you know what, I'm going to choose 2 rows. I know I only need 2 rows, so let's say a student says they're going to choose these 2 rows. And they know that these 2 numbers go together and these 2 numbers go together. So I just want to show you some things that I saw my students, some mistakes I saw my students make, so you don't make those same mistakes, or maybe you're wondering why I can't do this. Let's see why this is not a good method and it's not going to help us solve. So if I do this, I see that the 7 is in the column with the rice and pounds. So the 7 is going to go on the bottom here, because the 7 is the rice and the pounds. And according to the recipe, it says put the rice and pounds on the bottom. And since the 7 is paired with $38.58, $38.58 has to go here. And it says in our recipe cost, which is $38.50, goes on the top. And now with my second row, if the student chooses the first 2 rows, you see 12. 12 is the pounds, because it's in this column here. And we see, according to our recipe, pounds is on the bottom, so the 12 goes on the bottom. And now we see the 66 must go together with the 12. It is the cost, it's in this column. And the cost, according to our recipe, goes on the top, so the 66 goes on the top. Why can't we do this? This is wrong. Why? Because, yes, this is a proportion, but we need to find the missing value in the table. And if we look at our proportion right now, everything is filled out. This is not going to help us solve for the missing value. The missing value is here in this last row. So we need to make sure that whatever rows we pick, one of the rows must be the row with the question mark, with the variable that is missing. Otherwise, we're just going to have a proportion that's filled in and there's nothing to solve. Because what we have here in our problem here is we have nothing to solve in this proportion. It's all solved already. And that is why some of you may be wondering, why can't we choose the first 2 rows? No, we cannot choose the first 2 rows. We're going to choose, and I wrote the steps here, we're going to choose a row that is filled in completely. So either the 7 and the 38.50 or the 12 and the 66. And then we must choose the row with the question mark and 88 that has the missing value. So I'm going to put this one here, this row here, and I'm going to choose a row. And in the last video, I chose this second row, and I'm going to show you that I'm going to ignore the second row now, and I'm going to use this row in this video and show you that you still get the same answer as long as you follow the recipe and follow putting the numbers together that are quote-unquote buddies that go together. So I'm going to put this row, the numbers here, from this row in here, this ratio. So we're going to start with the 7, and the 7 is the rice in pounds. And do I put it on the top or bottom? I put it on the bottom because 7 is the pounds of rice, and the pounds of rice in my recipe goes on the bottom. And I know that it is paired, it's quote-unquote buddies with the 3850. So if the 7 is in this ratio, 3850 has to be in this ratio too, and it goes on the top, which is the only place left in this ratio. And according to my recipe, it is the cost, so it does make sense that it goes on the top. And now I have the last row that I need to put the information from the last row into my ratio, and I'm putting it right here. So I'm going to take the question mark, and I have to make sure to see, is this rice pounds or cost? So I look up, I see it is in the rice pounds of rice column. So that means, do I put it on the top or the bottom? Well, it is the pounds of rice. So according to my recipe, pounds of rice goes on the bottom. So I put it on the bottom. And now I have the 88. This goes together with the 88. It is paired together. They are quote-unquote like buddies. They are rate, go together. So the only place left for it to go together is the 88. And just to make sure that it's the correct place, I see cost goes on the top, and 88 is the cost, if you see on the top here. Now that I have my proportions set up, I went over in the previous video how to solve a proportion. So if you want to look back at that, I will go over briefly here how to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put two numbers in these boxes here to multiply, and the way I determine that is I see which numbers are across from each other. So this 3850 does not have a number across from it, so I'm not going to use that to multiply. And whoops, I just deleted something. But then I see the 7 and the 88, I just need to fix this. The 7 and the 88, they are across from each other. The numbers, I'm looking for two numbers across from each other, and the 7 and 88 are across from each other. I'm going to circle it to remind me that I have to put them here to multiply. And then I look at the number that is left, that is not circled. That's why it's good to circle so you can see which number is left, and I see the 3850 is left. So we're going to multiply those two numbers and then divide by $38.50. And I'm going to put this into my calculator, and we should get the same answer we got in the previous video of 16. So I multiplied 7 times 88, I got 616, and then I'm dividing by $38.50, and I did get the same answer as the previous video. I got 16, which is the correct answer. So we have to go back to the question. It says find the missing value. This is equal to 16. Or if we had to write this as a sentence, 16 pounds of rice cost $88. So what we see here is that you just have to make sure that you choose an order, stick to that order in the recipe, and you have to choose only two rows. One row must be the row that is missing the value. So for sure this row, and then you choose another row that is completely filled in, either the first or the second row. And if there were 4 or 5 rows, choose whatever row is filled in, choose one of those rows, and then one of the rows is going to be the row that is missing the value. So I hope this was helpful, and if you want more videos like this or more worksheets, you can buy the worksheets on Amazon or Teachers Pay Teachers. This is great after the mini lesson and guided practice to help your students so that they can be successful with this. Solving proportions can be challenging sometimes if you don't have visuals and steps. And make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. This is a great video to show to your class or for students to watch on their own to help them with the math. And just remember that when you provide the supports, then students can succeed in the math. This is middle school math made easy, simple visual math. Thank you. The links to other videos are located right here.